Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready?
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Carolina defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass. But the
and right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ridge. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Ready. Mega. Set, huh?
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Blasters. Black Swamp. Ultra. Go Ultra. Trail green. Edo blue. Hut.
Another run here with Sanders. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now a 3rd and 6.
Drill 52. Set,
throwing, Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Back deep is Tank Dell. This is brought in at the 21. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Texans will take over.
Got it. Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
19 Lions.
Stroud sets up the play action. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you had, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Fight, 6. Fight, 97. Strike. Ready.
Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Mustang 19.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the 1st quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
10 cycles. Set.
It's Young off play action. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Check 2. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Panthers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Here is Young. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come on, set.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
White. Black Ultra. Blaster, 6. Ready?
3rd and short yardage, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
52. Ready.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Young looks to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Chubb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum. Because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Open man right side is Sharp. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 3rd and 4. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Okay, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Stroud now on 2nd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Slide through. Ready.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Smith, red. Black shot. Set.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Commanders who accomplished a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000 yards and had 11 touchdowns to help reach his first Pro Bowl.
Ready?
Up the middle they go with Sanders. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Hey, go steal. Hut.
They go play action. Young. And Sharp calls it in. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Ready?
Fournette will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready up. Switch. Yellow. Hut, hut.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Three.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Final play of the half, Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, go Fury. Ready.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. Call it a gain of a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Young on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this run past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker.
And Sanders has it poked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's got Mingo. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Yellow.
From the red zone now, Young. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Young now. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 2 yards to go, second down.
Hey, Crash!
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Stroud off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
Lions! Panther 11! Panther 11!
Stroud. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stroud on 3rd down now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, 31 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
Warrior 70. 65 catch. 65 catch.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. Being chased out left. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Young off the play fake. It got his man complete. Touchdown Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Seven Pirates! Dragon 60!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
He'll air one out deep from Mingo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
17.
To throw, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Finding room at midfield. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a carry for Sanders. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 to the 36. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now,
Hey,
1st and 10.
52 blaster.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Let's go now.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hey, check that. Street.
Stroud out of the gun here. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Trap 60.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards.
It's a gain of 53 yards.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over, is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Stroud to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 6 yards away. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Check pink. Ready?
Now Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Stroud looking to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And Stroud now to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hurt. 70 Lions. Go street. On the ball.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
18, fight in. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On the ready. Ready, go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready. Hut.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Cut it. 43 rail. Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though.